Hey guys, welcome back to our series called Bake Off. I'm so excited that you decided to join us another week virtually. I don't know about you guys, but I thought about baking something this week just in honor of our series. But the only thing I would make is a cheesecake, and I'm gonna be honest with you, my cheesecakes take about 3 hours long. So it's pretty much a big endeavor. I decided to skip that because I needed more patience this week, which is what we're talking about. And I think this story will help me understand that a little bit better. So we're going to jump in and we're going to grab our Bibles. We have an awesome story from the Old Testament today. Something that we kind of have talked about before, but it's an interesting spin on it. So I know I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger, but make sure to grab those Bibles. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for the egg hunt. You guys can join us on March 27th. We're going to have 20,000 eggs on campus. We're going to be running around. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be food trucks, you know, the whole thing. It's going to be amazing. Also, if you have a birthday coming up in March, like Mr. Phil, right? If you have one coming up, make sure to fill that birthday shout out form because I would love to put it in this video and just kind of give you a shout out. Make it cool, right? Yeah, so make sure to do that. You can do that at ccdlive.com. And I hope last week you loved our series called Fun with Family. You guys have another amazing one to watch today, and it's going to be interesting. So I hope you enjoy that. And then after that, you will go to worship and then the so-and-so show. And then I'll see you after that. Alright, we're back with Fun with Family. This one we took a stretch. I'm just kidding. This is my brother-in-law, Marcus.
Second right cut.
He was just the bonus one. He was the leftovers. No, just kidding.
After they ask everyone else, I get to be part of it.
Yes. So this is my brother-in-law, Marcus. We thought it would be really funny to bring him here because Marcus has read pretty much all of these books. Am I correct, Marcus?
Sure, yeah.
Sure. So he's a super smart guy, so we're gonna stump you. We're gonna try and stump you. We're gonna ask if you are smarter than a 5th grader. Do you think you're smarter than a 5th grader?
Almost definitely.
I need to...
Not.
Not?
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
Alright, I don't know. I feel like we got some questions to stump you. So my producer, my sister, helped me today for sure to help come up with these questions. So okay, are you ready? First questions. What's your name?
Mr. Marcus.
Okay, Mr. Marcus. We'll go with that. How old are you, Mr. Marcus?
31.
31. Okay, you got that. And what grade are you in?
Well, I graduated, but I'll tell you, 8th grade was the 3 best years of my life.
Ah, 8th grade. They're almost there. Well, not really. They're 4th grade.
You'll get there, kids.
Eventually. Okay, are you ready? We got a couple of them for you.
Right.
Focus up. This is not multiple choice, so you just have to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one should I pick to help?
I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's see if you guys can get it too. Alright, first question. Who is the author of the 1960s novel about social and racial inequality, To Kill a Mockingbird? Who's the author?
Harper Lee.
Hey! The books did pay off. Have you read that book
I
yet?
think I have it here somewhere.
It is, if you can find it, good luck. Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
That's
sweating already.
Is our producer keeping score? Okay. Producer is keeping score. Alright, you ready? In the initial of the federal agency known as NASA, what does the first A stand for?
Aeronautics.
Sorry.
Aeronautics! My dad worked for NASA.
Your dad did work for NASA, so good job.
My dad is a literal rocket scientist, so
round of applause. We weren't sure, and we were like, if he gets this wrong, that would be very hilarious. So, good job. You made your dad proud. Very proud of you.
Finally! Yes! I'm sorry, I just got emotional.
Okay. Focus. Okay. What was the name of the first satellite pulled into orbit by the United States? Whoa.
Gemini.
Wrong! Uh-oh. It was called the Explorer. So...
Oh, Dad, he was gonna be so proud.
Well, you got one NASA one, so I guess it equals it out, so you just went back to where you were.
I just don't know what they do.
That's okay, he's in politics. He doesn't need to know science. I don't think. Okay, moving on. More science questions, because apparently these were the hardest ones when the producer and I were making things up.
I don't know. It's working so far.
Okay. The Earth has 4 layers. The thickest of which is the mantle. What is the thinnest layer called?
The crust.
Ah, good job! Alright, producer, what is our score? We have 3-1, so he's got 3 right, 1 wrong. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions left.
Okay.
You got this? Do you feel like you're still smarter than a 5th grader?
Not one of the 5th graders.
Not one of the 5th graders. Okay. Alright. The Tropic of Cancer lies within which hemisphere? The Tropic of Cancer lies within which hemisphere? I would be super impressed if they actually knew the answer to this one.
Yeah, that's whoever you are out there. Congratulations. There's the Tropic of Cancer. There's the Tropic of Capricorn.
Yes.
Which hemisphere is it?
Which hemisphere does it lie within?
The Western Hemisphere.
No.
I should have flipped a coin.
It's the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
Yeah. The other ones.
Oh yeah.
Capricorn's
Yep,
Western.
yep,
I don't know how you remember that. I don't know what that means, but you know. That was the question.
Good on you.
So now you're 3-2.
It's getting close.
Uh-oh. Okay. Why do we pick science questions? There's so many science questions.
I agree.
Okay. The most abundant mineral in the crust. What is the most abundant mineral in the crust of the Earth?
Man, school has gotten really hard.
I know.
The most abundant mineral on the crust of the Earth.
Or in the crust of the Earth.
Oh, big difference.
Yeah.
Copper.
No.
Lead.
It's quartz. Or quartz.
Corpse?
Quartz.
Oh gosh! This got dark.
Michelle read that because she was too anxious about him getting it wrong. Quartz.
I think that's 3 and 3.
Yeah, 3
I'm
and 3.
dropping down.
You were doing so well.
I know these science questions.
Yeah, you have 3 more, so you could essentially win.
Okay.
Or you could just completely bomb it.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. All right. What is the longest river in Canada? So if you guys didn't know this, he works for the Ohio Senate. No, Senate, and so he's like super history buff. He knows
Canada.
In Canada, what is the longest river? So we didn't pick the United States. We figured you'd know that.
The St. Lawrence.
Nope, Mackenzie.
Okay.
Mackenzie.
Yeah.
See, he knew it though. He was like, oh yeah. Okay, you're now losing. You're now not smarter than a 5th grader.
This is not going well.
Okay. Well, we have one math question and then one question that we hope you will get. Okay. Ready? If your room is 20 feet by 20 feet, how many square feet is your room?
400.
No. It is 625 square feet.
I'm starting to see why that show got so popular.
Yeah.
Oh
This
boy.
is seriously hard.
Yeah, this is not great.
Listen,
This is
I
not
would
great.
yeah. You 5th graders are super smart. Seriously. Okay. You have one final question. You are losing
Badly.
5-3. So you can't even win if you
To lose slightly worse, the final question would be...
The final question is, who did not sign the U.S. Constitution?
Lots of people. Almost everyone.
I mean, you're not wrong, but there's like one specific answer that we're looking for. One specific person.
So, is this one a multiple choice? Because lots of people didn't sign the Constitution.
They teach this person in 5th grade did not sign the Constitution.
I think you need a list.
Well, you just got
Okay, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams.
No. Keep going. Just
Neither
name
of
a bunch. Let's see if you can get them.
George Wythe.
No.
King George III.
No.
Bono. I need some parameters here.
It would
Kids,
be...
what are the choices?
What are the choices? The answer would be John Hancock. And I think they did that because didn't he sign one of them like really large?
Yeah, he was the president of the Continental Congress during the signing of the Declaration, so his signature is the biggest one.
Yeah.
You're right, kids! John Hancock did not sign the Constitution. He was what they called an anti-federalist. There's a book about it.
Do you have it in here somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere.
No.
You look through all through
And then we'll do the da 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 da. So what we have figured out here today. Yeah.
I really do have it here somewhere, I promise. I thought it was right there.
Well, we did mess with your bookshelf, so what we have concluded is that you read a lot of things, but you're not smarter than a 5th grader. Thanks for playing, Marcus. Thanks for having fun with family. Our computer and tripod is gonna fall down, so we will see you all later.
Guys.
Bye.
I win! Welcome to the So-and-So Show! I'm Brandon, that's John.
You bet I am.
And you would not believe how excited I am about today's show.
I haven't been this excited since I woke up and realized I have last night's bubble gum in my mouth and it still has flavor.
Oh, what was the flavor?
Sour apple. You want some? Just tuck it in there in my hard palate.
Well, we're excited because we have got a killer show.
Yes, we do! Today we are going to play a game using these!
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are these?
What, robot parts. We're building robots today.
Awesome. Do you know how to build a robot?
No, I don't have the first clue, but I thought we could use a robot expert on the show to help us out. So I made a few calls. Everyone I talked to recommended the same person. She's been building robots for half her life. She's won all kinds of awards. If anyone can help us build a robot, it is her.
Well, now I am excited. Who is this robot expert?
Let's meet her together, shall we? Please welcome someone who knows stuff!
Hey, guys!
Hey! Come on in. Have a seat. Wait, you're the robot expert?
Been building them for half my life,
And how long would that be?
since I was 6.
Oh.
Tell us who you are and what you know.
My name's Mishka, and I'm a 17-time robotics competition grand champion.
What? That is amazing and also convenient because John and I need help building a robot for a game we're going to play. Do you mind helping?
Not at all.
All right.
Okay, as you can see, we got all the parts right here. We just don't know where to start.
Okay. Why don't we start with separating out what you've got so we know what we're working with? Cool. Brandon, you grab the geared motors. John, you grab the ADT gears and the worm gears, and I'll separate out the sprockets and the rest of the parts. Go.
I'm sorry. We don't know what any of this stuff is.
Yeah. Is this a wormy gear?
No, that's a wheel. A motor.
Okay.
A gasket.
Okay. Oh. What is this?
Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, McGuire. That would be a toothpick.
Oh.
You know what? Forget sorting the parts. I can walk you through the build. Let's start with putting the short axle into the geared motor. Then we insert the anchor pins through the 11-hole rod into the 3-hole dual rod. Then those attach to the top of the geared motor.
Is this it?
Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, McGuire.
Are those other parts you just mentioned in here too?
No, they're Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, MacGyver. They're famous physicists.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a little thing I do when I get impatient or frustrated. Some people count to 5, others take 3 deep breaths. I name physicists.
Oh.
It works for me.
Oh, I'm sorry that we're frustrating you. We've just never built a robot before, so.
Oh, I totally understand. I just get impatient sometimes when people don't understand things as fast as I do.
Oh.
I totally get that. It's like me trying to tell my dad how to program the VCR.
What's a VCR?
Oh.
What's a VCR? What's a VCR? Einstein knows Fig Newton Spree's Magnum PI. Yeah. Hey, that works.
How about this? I'll just build the robots for you so you can play your game.
Oh,
I love that idea. Go for it.
Several minutes later.
There you go.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that. These are amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you. And thank you for having so much patience with us.
No problem.
It's time to play
Robot Rumble! Okay, the rules are simple. Brandon's trying to knock my robot off the desk, and I'm trying to do the same to his robot. Whoever does it wins. You ready?
I've never been more ready for
Go!
anything.
Oh, look at that. Look how much bigger. Oh, come on. I gotta use some different tactics here. Oh, I'm gonna outbid you.
No!
Oh, yes!
No!
Yes!
That's no fair. You had a bulldozer thing.
Victory lap. Can't turn my wheels. Oh, my hinge fell off. I win. That was awesome. Hey, Brandon. Hey, let's go again.
Okay, well, we may need Mishka to help put our robots back together again.
True.
Until then, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Yes!
Hey guys, cool robots. Did you build those?
No.
Okay.
We really didn't have the patience for it, so our friend Mishka built them for us.
What have you got for us today?
I have something fun, and it's all about patience.
Perfect. Take it away.
The Israelites had been in slavery in Egypt for many years, until God chose a man named Moses to help lead them to freedom. For the first time in their lives, the Israelite people were free, and they were waiting to go to their new home. This story is all about what happened while they waited. And we're going to tell this story with Laundry Theater. Moses climbed up Mount Sinai to talk to God, leaving the people alone at the bottom of the mountain. While Moses was up on the mountain, God gave him 10 commandments and told him a bunch of other things he wanted his people to do. And it took a long time. Moses had put his brother Aaron in charge while he was gone. Moses was taking too long, and the people started to get worried. So they gathered around Aaron and said, "Make us a god that will lead us." Aaron told them to bring him all their gold, and that's what they did. Aaron melted the gold together into the shape of a calf or a baby cow. Then he said, "Israel, here is your God who brought you up out of Egypt." Meanwhile, on the mountain, God told Moses what the people were up to, and God was not happy. Moses came down the mountain carrying the 10 commandments on 2 stone tablets. As Moses approached the camp, he saw the golden calf. He saw the people dancing and worshiping it. He was very angry. Moses threw the tablets on the ground and they broke into pieces. He took the calf the people had made and burned it in the fire. Then Moses ground the calf into a powder, scattered it all over the water, and made the people drink it. The end.
What a story! The ending is a little dark.
That's true. But impatience has consequences, right? As soon as the Israelites had to wait on God, they turned their backs on him. They forgot what they knew was true. They forgot how God loved them so very much and had rescued them from slavery. They forgot about the miracles and how God had provided for them.
You know, I think I forget about what God can do sometimes when I'm impatient.
Oh, me too.
Hey, we all do. When things are tough and they're taking way too long to get better, it's like we forget everything we know about God. We should be consistently reminding ourselves of how good and how powerful God really is.
Wow, good stuff. And thank you, Kellen.
You're welcome. I'll see you guys later.
No, Kellen's right, you know.
Well, that's usually the case.
Yeah. Anytime I'm impatient, I'm always thinking, this will never get better. It's going to be this way forever. The microwave will never stop counting down. Just have to change what I think about.
I think you're on the right track there, buddy. Reveal the question! What can you think about when it's hard to wait?
Oh.
Like Mishka today, she thinks about famous physicists when she's feeling impatient. You can also count to 10 or take deep breaths.
Oh, you can recite a Bible verse in your head or say it out loud. I like Psalm 27:14. Wait for the Lord, be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord.
What about you? What do you think about when it's hard to wait?
Yeah, talk about it together. And we'll see you next time on the So and So Show.
Bye!
I'm gonna get you. This is a lot more fun when they were put together.
I think we need Mishka back.
I think we do too.
Ah!
Oh!
Ah! You're going down, buddy.
We're not going anywhere.
I know. I just broke the remote.
Hey. Tread lightly.
Yeah. I should have had more patience.
Oh, excuse me.
Guys, our story goes all the way back to the book of Exodus. And Exodus is the second book of the Old Testament and really the second book of the Bible. And you guys have probably heard the stories about the Israelites and Moses saving them from Pharaoh and all that stuff. And this is what happens after. And this story is so important and so true in our daily lives and just kind of how we can learn, because we are like the Israelites so many times, and sometimes we don't understand that or connect those pieces. So I want to retell the story pretty quickly and just give you a glimpse of what kind of connected with me. So the Israelites were free people, right? I just told you that. Moses went and saved them from the Pharaoh. So they were free. They had all the land and all the things where before they were stuck in their houses and they had to work all the time. So they were free people. Then they were promised a promised land. So not only were they free, but God was going to bring them to this amazing land filled with milk and honey. They had promises coming for them. Moses was the leader of the people, and he took them through a trip, we'll call it. And it was through many lands and faraway places, and it was pretty far. We'll say that. It's not down the road like if you're going to Collegeville from Royersford or Limerick. Like, it was far away. It was probably in another state. Let's say that. And so these people began to get bored, and they began to worry and get frustrated. Anyone ever feel that way, right? You're just like, this is taking forever. Maybe it's going on a trip, on vacation, and you're so excited about vacation and it's taking forever that you go, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there? Right? That's essentially what these people are doing. They're getting so worried and frustrated. And then Moses leaves them to go have a conversation with God on the mountain to get promises, more promises that God's going to give them. And what happens? What happens is these people get so fed up, frustrated, and bored with what they are already given, the promises that God promised them, that they made their own God, right? And we know when we look at the 10 Commandments, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And it's sad because they got so impatient that they lost and forgot about the promises God had for them. So in the end, Moses comes down from the mountain. He mashes up the gold, makes them drink it, which just sounds crazy to me. But Callan alluded to this, is impatience has consequences. And we kind of know this to be true, right? When you're impatient, there's either the promise that you don't get, because after this, they didn't go to the promised land. They wandered in the desert for 80 years. 80 years. They didn't get to go to the place that was promised because they were impatient and decided their way was better. Impatience has consequences. Just like us, when life is tough, when situations are tough, we can forget how good God is. God is good. He's so amazing. There's so many amazing things for us. Just like the Israelites, he was going to give them a land flowed with milk and honey and beautiful places and freedom. But they lost hope in that. And sometimes we do too. We lose hope in what God is doing. I can bet right now you feel that. You feel that you lose hope in what God is doing in this world and in this situation because it is hard and it is different than what we expected. But when we look at what God is doing, we can be constantly reminding ourselves that God is good all of the time. Like all of the time. Every situation, every moment, every season, every reason, God is good. And we have to remember that and see that and the truth in our lives, because it can be really tough. But when we don't, we have the consequences and we miss some of the amazing things that He has for us. I want to look at our Bible verse again today. And again, I told you last week, this is something that I'm challenging you to learn and memorize and live by daily. So this is what our Bible verse says. If you remember, we're going to Psalms 27, verse 14. Now, if you were good, put a bookmark in it like mine, and then you can just open it up pretty quickly. And if you want, grab a highlighter, highlight this verse, because again, this is something you can read each day. And it says, wait for the Lord. Be strong, take heart, and wait for the Lord. Another version that I had said, wait for the Lord, be strong, and do not lose hope. Wait for the Lord. My favorite part is do not lose hope, right? There's so much when we can lose hope and understanding of what God is doing, but when we lose hope, we lose our promises. And we, Simeon, sorry, I was going to say Stephen, that's not right. Like Simeon last week, if he would have lost hope, he would have lost out on the promise of seeing the Messiah. But when we don't lose hope, we get to see the promises God has for us, like a land flowing with milk and honey, or a wonderful home or family or friends, or just something in your life that God has for you. But if you lose hope, you don't get it. Our key question this week is, what can you think about when it's hard to wait? What can you think about? What is something that you can challenge yourself with on how you can get through that impatient moment, so you don't lose out on something that is amazing from God? I love this series. Maybe I'll make you cookies next week. I mean, they're going to be my cookies that I'm going to eat. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to continue our series Bake Off, and I'll see you guys next week.